What's up, YouTube? It's Dan from Daft Previews, and I am back. I've got another 5 picks for you. We just had a winning day. Let's have another. Let's get straight into it. My first pick, I'm loving the man from down under, Josh Giddey. I like him over 12.5 points, repping Australia. Now, in games with Josh Giddey, he's attempted 4 3-pointers or more. He's covered this line of 12.5 points in 33 of his last 40 games from last season to now, averaging 17.4 points per game in those games. Now, that's my angle purely because of his last two. We've seen him attempt 8 and 7 3-point attempts. He's made 4 in both of those, and his scoring is absolutely horny. So I do understand he has played less minutes this season. His role has changed. But if we do apply further filters based on those last 40 games, and we filter out the graph where he's seen between 20 and 29 minutes, he's covered this line in 9 of 13 games, still averaging 15.7 points per game. His last 2 games, spectacular, scoring 20 and 23 points, recording 4 3-pointers made in each game. I love this matchup too against the Atlanta Hawks. They allow the second most points to shooting guards this season. Now, Josh Giddey is known for his versatile playmaking. He does have a unique scoring style that blends finesse with basketball IQ. Although scoring isn't his primary role, he has showcased an ability to score in various ways. His scoring often comes from crafty playmaking and basketball vision. He's adept at driving to the basket. He utilizes his size and agility to finish layups and floaters. This newfound love for the three-point line really opens up Giddey, and it adds another dimension to his offense. Another play that's worth taking for Josh Giddey is 2+ 3-pointers made. I found this for $3.20, which is plus 220 odds. I'm also playing a small amount on him for 3+ 3-pointers at $8.50, which is plus 750. Now, I've filtered out his games where he's attempted a minimum of 4 3-point attempts. In those games, he's made 2+ in 5 of 8 games so far this season, and in 21 of 40 games since the start of last season. The Atlanta Hawks also allow the 8th most 3-pointers to shooting guards this season. So let's go, Giddey. Do it for Australia and do it for us, my boy. Stay hot. There's going to be a lot of points in that Atlanta game. And for Josh to get 12.5, let's go. Our next pick, we're taking Julius Randle over 26.5 points. Now, if you've been following this channel, you'd know we've taken Julius Randle on points over twice in the last week, and he's cashed it for us both times, so I'm riding with him again. He's covered this line in only 11 out of 33 games this year, but the increased line compared to his season average just shows how hot this bloke is right now. His last 3 games have made Knicks fans hornier than a rabbit on ecstasy. Check this out. Over his last 3, he scored 38, 28, and 39 points. He's attempted 20+ field goal attempts in all 3 games, and he's still shooting poorly from downtown. He was 0 from 4 against the Orlando Magic, 1 from 5 against the Indiana Pacers, and 2 from 6 against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I love his matchup today. He's up against the Chicago Bulls, where Randle has seen some success against him in the past. He's covered this line in 2 of 3 games, scoring 31, 19, and 29 points. In the game where he scored 19 points, he only shot the ball 16 times, shooting 36% from the field. Now, Randle's only shot the ball 16 times or less in 12 of 33 games this season. He hasn't shot the ball under 40% from the field since November 21st. So we've got over a month where Randle's been shooting much better than that. Now, given the Knicks, they've traded Barrett and Quickly. They combined for 25 shot attempts per game. So I can't see Julius Randle being less aggressive in this one, especially the streak that given that he's on a hot streak. There is a scenario, though, where Jalen Brunson can completely take over a game and Randle doesn't get to attempt as many shots. But given Brunson has struggled against the Bulls in the past, plus the Chicago Bulls allow the least points to point guards on the season, I don't see that happening in this game. Now, Julius Randle, he utilizes his strength and his body control to attack the basket effectively. He's adept at driving from the perimeter, using his ball handling skills to navigate through traffic and finishing strong at the rim. His ability to absorb contact and finish through defenders makes him a potent inside scorer. In the post, Randle's combination of footwork and physicality allows him to establish position and create scoring opportunities with a variety of moves, including post-up fades, spins, and turnaround jumpers. Like, what sets Randle apart is his aggressive mindset and his willingness to attack mismatches. He's not afraid to initiate plays, either by driving to the rim, pulling up a mid-range shot, stepping out to shoot the 3, showcasing his versatility as a scorer. So we should see another game here where Julius Randle attempts 20+ shots and scores 30+ points. Now let's go, Julius. Our next pick, I like Pascal Siakam over 22.5 points. Now, Pascal's form line is very much the same as Randle's, believe it or not. He's covered this line in only 13 of 33 games this season, averaging 22.4 points per game. He's turned a corner in his last 3 games, scoring 27 against the Celtics, 35 against the Pistons, and 36 against the Cavaliers. Now, we backed him to get active in the Cavs game, and that was a no-sweat bet, and I like this spot for him in this one. Trade rumors are swirling, and this recent lift in his performance is only going to help him get the hell out of Toronto. He's got an expiring deal in his contract, and the Raptors aren't going to let him walk for nothing like Fred VanVleet, so I can see them playing him heavy minutes until a deal is done. Now, over this monster 3-game stretch, Pascal is playing 40 minutes a night, shooting the ball over 20 times per game, and he's also shooting over 56% from the field. He's making threes, getting to the line, attacking the rack like Zion Williamson at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Pascal's eating right now, and this line of 22.5 is too low for me. He's up against the Memphis Grizzlies. He's going to be matched up with the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, Jaren Jackson Jr. Now, everyone knows the Memphis Grizzlies statistician was giving JJJ extra stats in those home games, so I'm not worried about this matchup at all. Even with Triple J at power forward, the Memphis Grizzlies are in the bottom 10 in points allowed to power forward so far this season. More recently, since Ja returned to the lineup, they're allowing the second most points to power forwards in the league. Now, Pascal Siakam's scoring style is a blend of athleticism, versatility, and skill. He's a dynamic scorer who can impact the game in various ways. Siakam's agility and speed make him a threat in transition and off the dribble. He excels at attacking the rim with his quick burst step and ability to finish with finesse around the basket. Additionally, Siakam has developed a reliable mid-range game. He utilizes pull-up jumpers, turnaround shots to score efficiently. He's also expanded his shooting range to the three-point line, making him a more versatile offensive threat. One of his standout traits that I've seen is his ability to use his length and footwork in the post. He can back down defenders, execute spin moves, utilize hook shots to score in the paint. His versatility allows him to score more from different areas on the court, making him a challenging matchup for opponents. So let's go, Pascal. Over 22.5 points. Jaren Jackson Jr. can eat it. Feed him, Pascal. Now, before I get into my last pick, I want to give a quick shout out to Cuckoo46 for his comment in our last video. He said, bro, can you tell me how you visualize the game, where players will stand and guard, etc.? Because it looks like your rebound props are always on point. Maybe you should make a video about it. Now, for those of you who didn't know, I've personally played basketball for 25 plus years. I could dribble a ball before I could walk, and I've grown up watching the NBA all my life. I've picked up on how teams play, what player tendencies are, so it's not something I could necessarily teach in a video. I do watch film of the players that I bet on, so I understand what scenarios they need to be in to cover that bet. I can also interpret a wide range of data to see how that translates in-game, because not all numbers are created equally. I do love this comment. It not only complements the picks that I've made, but it makes me stop to think about the level of detail that I go through before I make my selections. So there's a lot of work, there's a lot of effort. And look, sometimes we're not going to get it right. Can't win them all, but over time, and you'll see it in the graphs, that we are doing very well. We are profiting on a consistent basis. So if you guys do appreciate the effort and the free picks, please like, sub to the channel, and just watch this video till the end. The more watch time that I get on these videos, the more likely YouTube is to push it out to more people. Now let's get into that last pick. I like Lou Dort from the Oklahoma City Thunder over 3.5 rebounds. Now, given the rebound market has been kind of wuss lately, I'll be taking Lou Dort, an undersized wing, to eat some boards against the Atlanta Hawks. Now, Lou Dort has covered this line in 18 of 31 games, averaging 4.1 rebounds per game. Over his last 5 games, he's covered in 4 of them, averaging 4.4 rebounds per game. Most recently against the Boston Celtics, pulling down 8 rebounds. Now, Dort's rebound style is defined by his tenacity and physicality. Despite not being the tallest player in the court, he compensates with sheer determination and a high motor. He's often seen crashing the boards aggressively, using his strength and athleticism to outmuscle opponents for rebounds. His defensive instincts play a significant role in his rebounding prowess. Dort positions himself very well on the floor. He reads shots. He anticipates the trajectory of missed shots. He's quick to react and doesn't shy away from battling bigger opponents for boards. He's also had some great success against the Atlanta Hawks. He's covered in 2 of his last 3 games. He's averaging 7.3 rebounds per game in those matchups. Another thing to mention about the Hawks is that over the last 15 games, the Atlanta Hawks allowed the 6th most rebounds to small forwards across the league. Now, given Chet, Jalen Williams, they aren't strong rebounders. They're going to have their hands full. Capella, Okongwu, Jalen Johnson, they're going to be coming for him. And Lou Dort's rebounding in this game is going to be a massive key to OKC getting the win on the road. So let's go, Lou Dort. Get those boards, big boy. Now, look, we're not done. The picks are done, yes, but I'm not done. We've got a recap on the day that was. So check this out. We had 3 picks from the last video. We finished in 1.4 units in the profit. We took SGA over 32.5 points. Said he needed to come up big in Boston if there any chance to win. Scored 36 points, a great all-round effort. We took Joel Embiid over 35.5 points. I said he's going to give Drummond nightmares. It doesn't matter who is out there. No one can stop this man. And it was true. What did he post? 31, 15, and 10. I don't know, 12 and 10. He had a triple-double 3/4 time. And the Philadelphia 76ers are up 30. So, unfortunately, my man didn't play in the 4th. But he was beasting on this one. And the last pick was Jonathan Kuminga, over 4.5 rebounds. I think he got 6, maybe even more rebounds. I stopped watching after he got his 5th, to be honest. So another rebound bet, which cashes for us. So looking on the season, 17.3 units on player props. Those value plays, 45 units ahead. For overall, 53.3 units profit, a 13.5% return on your investment. So things are definitely trending in the right direction for us. Pretty pleased with how it's going. We've got 4 picks today, so if we absolutely nail it, we can really start to skyrocket things and get this graph peaking once again. It's a big slate of games which are on. These are my favorite 4 that I can come up with so far after a couple of hours of looking into it, but I will continue to look into it throughout the night. If there's anything else that I do find, I always share it all in the Discord. 100% of my bets get shared on there so you can see how things are going. Just updated my tracker. Just let me have a quick look. Personally, I think I'm at 106 units profit on the season. So I do have a higher return on my investment on the YouTube picks, not going to lie. But yeah, 106.6 units profit on my personal plays. So if you're like me and you like betting on more than just a couple of bets a day, you can jump to the Discord and see everything else that I get on. Alternatively, you can just stick with what's happening here. The YouTube picks are going great anyway. So if you have made it this far, I do appreciate you for watching. For everyone in comments and likes on all the previous videos, all my love to you. Cross your fingers, cross your toes. Gosh, cross whatever you can, to be honest. Cross your pubic hair if you have to. But best of luck to us. Here's to another winning day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Sub to the channel cause your boy's getting busy. Coming to you live from the west side of Sydney. We've got the free picks and the juice on the daily. It's all free, you don't even have to pay me.